Good morning everyone. Welcome to Ojuswat IAS Academy. So we are trying to cover current affairs in the form of MCQs for helping you in the upcoming exam of UPSC Prelims 2020. So today we will discuss the MCQs of 30th April. But you can also download these PPTs from the link given in the description box below. And you can also join us on our Telegram channel. And please do take a pause when you see question on the screen, answer it first and then see the explanation part and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10. So work hard, be consistent, regularly watch our videos. And before starting the MCQs, let's see what are the topics we are going to cover today. So these are the 10 topics which we are going to discuss in today's MCQs. So let's start with our question number 1. So question number 1 is with reference to sugar production in India. Statement first, India is the second largest sugar exporter after Brazil. Second, UP accounts for the largest sugar production in India. So here statement first is incorrect. Second is correct, so option will be B, that is second only. So here the detail of sugar export in 2018 is given, and COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in subdued economic activities and it has reduced the demand of many commodities including sugar, and amid low demand, existing stockpile sugar and dumping of sugar by Brazil in the global markets will result in lowering of sugar prices, which will affect the sugar mills and cane farmers, where India is the second largest producer, not exporter of sugarcane after Brazil. And when it comes to Indian state, the top sugar producing states are UP, then Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and then Bihar. Now question number 2 is with reference to centaurs. First, centaurs are small meteors orbiting the sun in our solar system. Second, they generally have fixed or stable orbits. So here both the given statements are incorrect. Option will be D, that is none of the above. And statement first is incorrect because centaurs are icy planetesims which are located between Jupiter and Neptune. And second statement is incorrect because they generally have unstable orbits because they cross the orbits of one or more of the giant planets in their journey around the sun, hence influenced by their gravitational pull. And they are typically have the characteristics of both asteroid and comets. And the context is that astronomers have recently discovered 19 new asteroids between the Jupiter and the Neptune, and they are now part of the centaurs. Now question number 3 is with reference to Greenland. Statement first, Greenland is an independent country and the largest island of the world. Second, it is strategically located between Arctic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So here both the given statements are again incorrect, so option will be D, none of the above. So here is the map is given and you can see Greenland is located between Arctic Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, not Pacific Ocean. And statement first is incorrect because although Greenland is the world's largest island, but it is a self-governed province under the control of Denmark. So it is not independent. And recently it is in news because US has offered financial aid to Greenland, which has not gone well with Denmark. And Greenland is a strategic location and it has the largest deposit of rare earth metals including iron ore, uranium, etc. And in August 2019, US put a proposal to purchase Greenland from Denmark, which was rejected by Denmark. And US want Greenland because its strategic location, rare earth metal deposits, new trade routes due to melting ice, and containing expansionist policy of China and Russia in Arctic. Now question number 4 is the Zero Malaria Starts With Me, a campaign has been launched recently by which of the following organization? So the correct answer is WHO. So option will be B. So this campaign was launched on the occasion of World Malaria Day 2020, which is celebrated on April 25, and it is a grassroots campaign that aims to keep malaria high on the political agenda and mobilize additional resources for malaria prevention and care. And malaria is a life-threatening mosquito-borne disease which is caused by Plasmodium parasites and spread by biting of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes. And 70% of malaria cases in the world are concentrated in India and 10 African countries. And the world's first malaria vaccine, Mosquirix, which is developed by GSK, got launched in Malawi in April 2019. Now question number 5 is, the recently launched Swamitva scheme is an initiative of which of the following ministries of India? So the correct answer is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So option will be C. So this scheme was launched on 24th April 2020, which is the occasion of National Panchayati Raj Day, and purpose is to conduct survey of land parcels in rural inhabited areas using drone technology and create a record of land ownership in rural areas. And this scheme is currently launched in pilot mode in 6 states and will provide ownership rights over land to people in the village. And this will help people in applying for loans for financial institution by the owners, and it will also help in settling the disputes related to properties. Meanwhile, e-Gram Swaraj portal was also launched to provide single platform to citizen and government for the planning, monitoring and accounting which is needed to the panchayats in the country. Now question number 6 is, recently credit risk fund were in news. So consider the following statement. First, it works on the principle of high risk, high reward. Second, they generally invest in low rated bonds which offer high returns. Third, around 55% of the investment corps is done in less than AA rated papers. Fourth, investors with a higher aptitude for risk in the fixed income space should look at credit risk funds. So here the incorrect statement is statement third. So option will be C. And the statement third is incorrect because credit risk funds are those which invest at least 65% of their portfolio in less than AA rated papers. And recently Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund, and this mutual fund is 9th largest in the country, has jolted investors with its decision to wind up 6 yield oriented managed credit funds recently. And the fund house has blamed the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown for its failure in managing the assets of investors. Now question number 7 is, recently Unlawful Activities Prevention Act was again in news. So consider the following statements regarding Unlawful Activity Prevention Amendment Act 2019. So here you have to focus. I am not asking about act, I am asking about the amended act in 2019. So statement first, it provides a special procedure to deal with terrorist activities. Second, the new act has deleted some treaties from the list of this schedule. Third, this act empowered the government to designate even individuals as terrorists. As we have to find out incorrect statement, so here incorrect statement is statement second. So option will be B. And this statement is incorrect because according to new act, it has added another treaty to the list, and this is International Convention for Suppression of Acts of Nuclear Terrorism, which was enacted in 2005. And here is the additional information given. You can pause and read out. And the main purpose behind this amendment is to make easier to investigate cases of terror. Now question number 8 is, recently the term deep nudes was in news. So consider the following statement. First, deep nudes are computer generated images and videos. Second, these manipulated image and videos though look real, but it is easy to identify these fake materials. So statement first is correct, second is obviously incorrect, because if it is easy to identify these fake materials, then there is no meaning to put it in a question. Now the option will be A, that is one only, and statement second is incorrect because it is very difficult to tell that it is a deep fake unless one closely observes the media file. And the debate around deep nudes and deep fakes was rekindled in July 2019 with the popularity of applications such as FaceApp and Deep Nudes that produced fake nudes of women. And because of how realistic deep fake images, audio and videos can be, the technology is vulnerable for use by cyber criminals who could spread the misinformation to intent or blackmail people. Now question number 9 is, recently Armenian genocide was in news. So which of the following global event it coincided with? So the correct answer is A, that is World War I. And option A is correct because this genocide happened between 1915 to 1917, which coincided with First World War. In fact, in many ways, it was direct result of the World War because Armenians were Christian in faith, and the Ottoman Caliphate feared that the Armenians would bear allegiance to the neighboring countries like Russia with similar religious affiliation than the Ottoman Empire, especially during a war. And Armenian diaspora marked April 24 as Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day. That's why it was in news. Now question number 10 is, Armenia shares border with which of the following water body? So the correct answer is none of the above. So here is the map is given, and Armenia is a landlocked country. So it shares border only with Georgia, Iran, Azerbaijan and Turkey, but not with water bodies. Now here question for you is that you have to find out the country in this region which is landlocked, and many of the times UPSC has asked question or this location and particularly about this country. You have to identify it and you have to answer in the comment section. So that's all in our today's MCQs. Hope you guys are liking the lecture. And if you want to contact us, these are the details. We are always there to help you. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day and thank you.